fueled by straight winds in excess of 80 miles an hour. Texas County, Oklahoma, where I live, on December 15th, 2021, had an enormous fire that destroyed thousands of trees that lived along the Beaver River. We don't have much water, and we have even fewer trees, so we really mourn this loss. 99.9% of those trees were cottonwoods, and cottonwoods have a tremendous root system. Well, after the fire girdled and killed the above-ground trees, the healthy roots below the surface had a lot of trapped energy that wanted to grow. And so the following spring, they showed their ambition in the form of thousands of baby cottonwood trees. By the end of the summer, these seedlings had grown to saplings, and to our delight and surprise, we had a brand new forest creating itself, and we hadn't had to do a thing. However, since then, we haven't had much moisture. In fact, my husband, Luke, read an article just this week that said that Texas County, which is in the middle of the Panhandle of Oklahoma, is the driest it's been since the 1880s. I don't know if that's accurate, but it sure is dry, and lack of water to a developing cottonwood can be deadly. These babies needed water, and fast. My grandmother, her name was Beulah. Her husband, my grandfather, was named Balfour Dorset. Anyway, my grandmother used to say all kinds of fun and useful things like, "If you love me like I love you, no knife can cut our love in two." She also said, "Learn to use what you have got, then you won't need what you have not." So, we have all these trees that have no rain. No problem. We live on a ranch in a sparsely populated rural area that is very isolated. Folks out here are accustomed to figuring things out for themselves. So, my husband and son decided we'd just water those baby trees until God decided to do it for us. What we've got is the Beaver River that has watered the parents of these struggling babies for well over 100 years. To get the water to the saplings, we needed a pump, some big tanks, a couple of flatbeds, hoses, men, patience, and a hose controller. Which the guys invented. Why, without this clever instrument, the backward thrust caused by the force of the water flowing out of the tank is more like holding onto a bucking bronc than it is to giving a drink to thirsty little trees. This slick device allows the men to rest the hose on a base instead of holding it, and they can move it side to side and up and down. And by the way, it comes complete with a trailer attachment. With just enough water to get these babies by until the rains come, which, by the way, they're on their way, these tiny trees can survive, maybe even thrive. In fact, I'm betting that after all the rains, the winds are going to die. The sun is going to shine, and these tiny jewels are going to grow 4 to 5 feet this spring and summer. What do you bet?